Welcome back to the Cartoon History Channel. This is Facts Friday 130. The history of cartoon capitalism and the lack of original ideas. Now, what I mean by this is, historically speaking, from 1957 until now, in particular with the original Hanna-Barbera stuff, until they quit, the original owners quit after Bill passed on back in 2001. And it got absorbed into the Warner Brothers brand. Modern cartoons have original ideas, like The Loud House, SpongeBob, Rocco, It's More Than Life, and even Tiny Toons, which was another original idea. It was a younger version of the Looney Tunes. But Hanna-Barbera in particular, they took some ideas and they capitalized on it. Like, for instance, the Alexander character, which was the manager of the Josie and the Pussycats. He was a redesigned version of Shaggy Rogers, the older brother of the antagonist, Alexandria. Completely redesigned version of Shaggy. They took their Scooby-Doo and their other main voices and trends of the time and did everything and just kind of capitalized on that one idea. The Funky Phantom was an alternated version of Snagglepuss. The Goofy Gopher and the Ghost Chasers was a redesigned version of Scooby-Doo. The one show that they did in their prime that wasn't really capitalizing on an idea was an original idea from 1966 to 60. From 1960 to 66, the original adult primetime show, the Flintstones, and then again in the 80s, decades later, with the Smurfs. Now, it wasn't a completely original idea because that was created as a comic that evolved into the cartoon, but those were two examples that were complete and original ideas. Also, later in the 90s, where they weren't capitalizing, they were co-producers of Fred Seibert's What a Cartoon Show. Another example of capitalizing and putting merchandise in the cartoon and making the cartoon to sell the said toys or whatever is the toy cartoon the toy cartoon-based cartoons, like Transformers and the Mask Show, M-A-S-K, which, tell me in the comments what is the original meaning of mask. Not the mask, but that was made by a separate toy company, but took the same concept as the 80s and 90s Transformers and Transformers Beast War. It was a cartoon based on the selling of a toy at the time. That Hanna-Barbera brand has been making forms of Scooby-Doo since 1969. And they have just kind of capitalized on the same formula. Like other shows that I mentioned, there was a resurgence in original material from August 11th, 1991 till present with the Nickelodeon and the Nicktoons. That gave us Doug, Ren and Stimpy, and Rugrats. And Rocco and All Real Monsters a few years later, the first 5. That was original programming. There's no capitalizing and doing something already from a former idea. They had merchandise, sure, but Nicktoons is an original idea. For 35 years this August, every single one of them, for the most part, is an original idea. Sometimes they take what's trendy and modern ones make a cartoon, but the original ones, which averaged out to be close to 9 or 10, from 91 to 99, were original ideas, and the other stuff evolved from it. It evolved from the good cartoon. Now, Cartoon Network is another thing. that had original programming from 1996 until 2004 called Cartoons. That didn't capitalize on anything either. Those were original ideas, like Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, and Dexter's Lab, and Cow and Chicken, and among others like Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was original idea content. Join me in my next video for Facts Friday 131. And tell me in the comments what you want for the next video for Facts Friday 131. And tomorrow's Saturday afternoon Retro-Tune 134. Tell me in the comments what you want for that one too. And if you like this video and you like this channel, remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the notification bell so you know about my videos every Friday and Saturday, and my new videos, This Day in Cartoon History, every Tuesday, also at 3.